The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
You're now tuned into a Planet Fanatix production.
Obviously, Jordan Peele was talked about a lot this past week from Jeff Snyder putting out that Jordan Peele had met with Marvel for a director role. And he didn't share what director role. He says he knows, but he didn't share what director role it was for. But a lot of speculation has gone around. Some people claiming X-Men. Some people, I don't know why people are saying Blade, because Falk was still on Blade, is he not? Yeah, so I don't know.
I didn't hear anything about them changing them.
Yeah, so he's still there. And then, of course, the Midnight Suns. I think
X-Men and Midnight Suns.
Yeah, I think more Midnight Suns is what I think. I think he just fits that more. You know, he's already that horror type of director. Whatever the threat would even be in Midnight Suns, you have him come in, and I think he could really craft some. Bro, you let him get his hands on Man-Thing, Werewolf by Night, Blade, Dane Whitman, throw Moon Knight's crazy ass in there. Who else is spooky? I've even heard the rumors of Wanda being a part of that. You throw them all on, because she's not about to be a Avenger. This bitch, she's killed a lot of people. She's got some redemption. She's got arcs she's got to go through. So you put her on a darker Midnight Suns type of team.
Those are your friends now.
Yeah, I think that could be. And if Blade, and if this is just a theory that I've seen, if Blade is the villain and they do that whole blood hunt right now, because, you know, there's the rumors that Dracula, because Lilith, I don't even believe Lilith. I think she's a part of this, but I don't believe she's the main villain anymore, with them looking at a male main villain for Blade. And if it's Dracula that they're going with, which I don't know why they didn't do that in the very fucking beginning. But if it's Dracula, they're going
vampire.
with. Right.
I hope they cast a white guy. I hope the Dracula is not cast with someone where they get diverse in that one. I hope that they can get a Caucasian male, as they have no problem with casting, to be the guy who gets killed by Blade.
Many black people in Transylvania. I don't think they're going to have a hard time with that.
Right.
It's Disney.
But you could do the whole blood hunt thing and make Blade the villain of the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
I think that could be dope. I think Jordan Peele could definitely craft some spooky.
Our boy Zach Knight said, discussing film, said that it didn't work out. It might have been X-Men. I would have liked to see an X-Men from Jordan Peele for sure. I think he has the right social tenor, but it's just subtle enough to make you pay attention to something else going on while that's happening. You almost don't notice that you're having a social conversation with him. That's why I think he would be very good for X-Men. Midnight Suns is right up his alley. I agree with everything you said, the character list. I don't know if I'm leaning too heavily on discussing film, but hopefully something comes about of that. I think that marriage would benefit both very well. Getting a serious director in there, somebody whose name is respected, who we know we can trust his vision. And then also on the Jordan Peele side, that's mainstream exposure that's going to continue to perpetuate him to make the kind of projects that he's been making. Us, like them, like Get Out.
Marcus, he's already there.
It's not permanent. Don't take that for granted. He's going to have to pay his dues with some of these companies to continue to get those opportunities.
Are you talking about the independency he has where he currently is to make the films?
I would say exactly, like some of the projects that are getting picked up by some of these larger studios. I think Get Out was Paramount,
right?
Paramount,
it's a part of his contract, I believe, where he can make outside, but if it's like something that they want him to do, he's got to do their film.
I'm saying I'm outside of contract. I'm speaking just socially Hollywood stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking he still has to pay the piper on some of these projects, and that's why he's even entertaining a Marvel. He wouldn't have been my first thought of doing a Marvel project. I think he's taken this meeting because it's good for his career, not because he needs it, not because he won't make money otherwise with other studios, because it is just like another one of those accomplishment things.
His next film was with Marlon Wayans. Yeah, the brothers.
Yeah,
it's called Him. It's called Him, and it's coming out next year. Now, that's Jordan Peele. Here's what I'm thinking. Based? Yeah, horror based. He's going to be. He's a top tier director. With him, you know that there's going to be a black movie happening. Yay! With him off of that independent and it goes to the Marvel, then what's going to replace it with? Like there's no one else there. So now it's costing a black movie I know you don't think this way, but I do. It's costing the world a black movie from a competent director with a well budget.
I'm not saying he has to do it permanently. I'm not saying he has to be Ryan Coogler. He's in Marvel.
Even one movie. Okay, one movie would cost a movie, but you're also saying it brings up his name value for future movies. I can see.
We respect Spike Lee the same way we're talking about Jordan Peele, probably more, right? Because he's been around longer.
Yeah.
What does a Spike Lee Marvel project look like? And
I would love
then
to see
also
that.
having that added to his filmography is
Not
a level
like
of
you
talent
said,
you just don't think about necessarily with Spike.
And it's like you said, he don't need it.
Yeah,
Spike doesn't need that. But to have that on your resume.
Have it on your resume, what, Marvel, or does it got to be a particular movie? Because if it's the Black Panther 3 movie that Jordan Peele is, that Jeff Snyder knows, if Jeff Snyder is saying, I know what movie it's going to be, well, what do we know that's coming out? X-Men was one of them that you named. Midnight Suns is not confirmed or anything.
No.
Black Panther 3 is. I initially was thinking it would be that movie, and I can't wait for Ryan Coogler not to be part of that movie. Black Panther 3 with Jordan Peele, then I go, okay, cool. We're not going to get the next them. They're not going to get the next, not them. Him. We're not going to get the next Us, Get Out, but Black Panther 3 is going to be fire. That's not a waste of resources. That's the most thing that Jordan Peele can do. And we get what you were just asking for.
Yeah. No, Spike Lee, Luke Cage, absolutely.
I could see Jordan Peele doing it. That would make me, but then again, it would make me happy to have him attached to a Black Panther 3, but then that falls back into the same conversation. Who is Black Panther in this? Is T'Challa in this? He can.
I don't think we have to ask that question with Jordan. I don't think we would have to ask that question with him. If he were to get his hands on it, I think he would revert back to the source. And
I think that's why they would use him instead of Coogler, because Coogler can't do it without Chadwick Boseman.
So exactly.
Okay, so we're going on the conversation of that Marvel wants this. Marvel wants him recast. Marvel wants the character. Okay, then yeah. I'm not saying
if that's what they're doing, right? They're doing that because they're not in a very good spot. If they're making a hard left turn like that, like replacing the guy in towards the end of the trilogy, then it's because something's off. And so the only answer is to get back to basics at that point.
Yeah. John Singleton was a great one.
Sure. R.I.P. John Singleton.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Jordan Peele would be great and part of the MCU. I didn't even think of BP3, but I would love that. I would love that.
Trying to think of another like dark character, even DC wise, that I would like to see him do. Like a mystical character.
A Brother Voodoo, if they ever were to do something like that.
Would they give him? He probably wouldn't get his own movie though. They definitely wouldn't give him his own movie.
No.
I've been thinking on that for a while.